Good evening. Well, good evening. Good morning, everyone. What am I talking about? Good evening. Good morning, everyone. I botched already. We just started and I've already had a botch. Phil here live on the stream. How's everybody doing today on this lovely Thursday? Today is Thursday, September 6, 2018. I'm DSP. Welcome to my one gameplay stream for today. That's right, only one stream today. And there's a reason for that, and I'm going to tell you why in just a moment. Okay, why that is the situation, why that's what we're doing today. Got quite a lot to talk about on the pre-stream today. A lot of stuff that I want to get out of the way and make clear for all of you who are here. So please listen up, everyone, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's talk. Let's talk about the schedule. Let's talk about what you guys can expect coming up, because it looks like I thought we were actually going to be maybe kind of slow, but it looks like now we may be insanely busy and crowded with new content for you guys coming up. Allow me to explain. Today, I'm trying the Battlefield 5 open beta. It went live last night. Previously, it had only been available to those who had pre-ordered the game, which I have not yet. So I, don't really know too much about this beta yet. I haven't had an opportunity to really check it out or know anything about it. But that's what we're doing today. Much like I did with Black Ops 4 a few weeks ago. Trying out Battlefield 5 here for the first time live with you guys on the stream. I'm excited to see how it is. Hopefully it's good. I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't like the Black Ops 4 beta. I thought that Black Ops 4 is taking a giant step back from where Call of Duty has gone in the last two iterations with Black Ops 4. And I think that they're very much catering to a group of people who spent a lot of money on the game 3 years ago, rather than worrying about the people who played the game the last 2 years. And I hated that beta. I'm excited to see how Battlefield 5 is. Is it going to be more like Battlefield 1? Is it going to be like a different kind of Battlefield? I don't know. We're going to find out today together how it is. All right. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too. This may determine if I buy the game. Even though we should point out that Battlefield 5 will have way more content because it has a full campaign as well as online modes, while Black Ops 4 will not have any kind of single player content whatsoever. Whether or not this beta is entertaining to me and you will determine probably if I end up buying the game, which is coming out now in November 20th, okay? So we'll see how this goes. Now, I'm going to say this up front. No, I'm not co-oping with anyone. I'm not co-oping with any other streamers. I'm not co-oping with viewers. The whole point of today's stream is for me to just try it on honest kind of, just a random online session and see what I think, okay? So even though I do appreciate that some of you had offered to co-op with me today, I'm not doing that. And no, I never got any message from Wings of Redemption about co-oping today. Never did I get any email from him. So regardless of what anyone says, I was open to it. I got nothing about it, so we're not doing it, okay? All right, so that's going to be this first gameplay stream for the day. No second stream tonight. I know normally there would be a second stream on Thursdays. However, I'm not doing one tonight because today is Kat's birthday. That's right, so happy birthday to my lovely cat. We'll be going out tonight to have a nice dinner together and maybe even get a birthday cake or something. We're going to see. So we're spending time tonight to celebrate. It's our first time she's been here since we've been together for her birthday, and it's going to be really special to be able to celebrate that together. So I am not streaming tonight, okay, guys? But I will be back tomorrow with a full day of Spider-Man. A full day. First, my earlier stream, 4+ hours of gameplay, and then another 2-hour stream later down that night. So tomorrow, 6+ hours of Spider-Man on launch day. Now, already, I've been seeing people in the stream chat. Why isn't Phil playing Spider-Man today? What is going on? Why isn't Phil playing it? I see so many people on Twitch playing it. Ladies and gentlemen, I've explained this many times. I'll explain it again. I am not one of the chosen elite, even though I've been a gamer who has shared his gameplay experiences with you guys daily for the last 10 years. I'm a very outspoken, opinionated gamer, and I hate to say it, but the people in marketing don't really like that. They don't like someone who's going to be outspoken and honest. They want someone who's going to play the game, be PG, and kiss their butt. And I've never been like that. Even games that I love, I'm always critical of them, and I will call out flaws or things that I wish were better while I'm playing a game live. Typically, that does not fly with the marketing department. So you're never going to find me be the guy who gets the early copy of the game, or the guy who's playing a week early and gets thousands of people on his stream because he's playing a game before anyone else can play it. But I don't agree with that whole process. All right? I just don't. I don't think anyone should have preferential treatment. I don't feel there should be an elitist group of gamers who are treated as such by the gaming media, by game publishers, by game marketing companies. No one should be getting games ahead of anyone. We should all be on equal playing ground where we all get the game at exactly the same time, we play it at the same time, and we make judgments at the same time. I really hate in this industry and where it's gone in the last 10 years, where I used to be the guy who would go out to GameStop at midnight or 10 a.m. the next day when the store opened, line up, grab my game, go home, play it, record it, slap it on the internet. Instead, there's people who get the games days early, weeks early. It's not fair. It's definitely not fair. It's basically they're better than us, apparently. And I hate that practice, and I always will. I'll always be staunchly against it. I feel it has no purpose whatsoever besides paid advertisement, and people who play games early like that basically are shills and are doing it just to make money. And I will say that forever, because I firmly fucking believe it 100%, okay? So, you know, fair enough. There's tons of people playing Spider-Man and making big bank today on it. I'm not. I'm the regular guy just like you. I don't get early access to everything. I don't get preferential treatment. I guess we're just the schlubs who have to do things normally, while these other people who stream early on Twitch, you know, are these lucky people, right? What can I say? That's just how it is, I guess, in the modern era, all right? So, whatever. I don't care. As you guys know, Spider-Man has always been one of the longest running franchises for me as a content creator for the last 10 years. I mean, Spider-Man Web of Shadows was one of those games that got me notoriety on YouTube. One of the first videos I ever hit 1 million views on YouTube when I played the game, okay? That'll never happen again, by the way, because so many people got the game early. See what I mean? Like, so many fucking people got that game early that they've already had the full playthrough up on YouTube. So that kind of stuff can never happen ever again. But people love it when I play Spider-Man games. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, also a humongous playthrough from the past of mine on YouTube. So I'm very much looking forward to Spider-Man, especially with all the reviews saying the game is outstanding. I hope it really does live up to what people are saying, these reviewers, and that they're not just overinflating how good the game is because there hasn't been a good superhero game in a long time. So that being said, hopefully, tomorrow will be a great day. All right. So, by the way, if you guys have not noticed yet, yes, we have new emotes in the stream chat that everyone is using. Is the new Spider-Man set of emotes that just went live last night, just in time for the Spider-Man playthrough. So if you are not a current subscriber to the channel, this is an excellent time for you to subscribe and get in on that and be able to use all those cool Spider-Man emotes for the upcoming playthrough. All right. So, let's continue on. Okay. Tomorrow, all day Spider-Man. Saturday is my day off, but I'll be back on Sunday with more Spider-Man on stream. Monday, I think I'll take a break since at that point I'll have already been 10 plus hours into Spider-Man. I'll probably take a break on Monday, and I'm thinking Monday I'm going to do a main stream of Dragon Quest XI, and then at night I'm going to try to finish off Dark Souls 3. For those who aren't aware, oh, my neck. For those who are not aware, Dark Souls 3 last night, I had tons of progress. We're almost done with the DLC, and I'm almost thinking one more nighttime session, and we're going to wrap up the whole playthrough, because all I've got left is a little bit left in the DLC, the final boss there, Dark Eater Midir, the dragon, and then after that, we've got the Soul of Cinder, and that's it. So I'm thinking I'm going to wrap that up probably Monday night, okay? Now, next week is going to be a very odd week. Here's why, guys. Originally, there really wasn't going to be much coming out at all. But now, from what I'm to understand, number one, I guess the Black Ops 4 Battle Royale beta is supposed to launch next week. And yes, I am very interested in seeing how Black Ops 4 is going to turn into a Battle Royale game. So I'm definitely going to be checking that out if that does launch next week. Now, in addition, there's also a new game called Transference, which I believe comes out next week. This was the survival horror game that was previewed at E3. Remember, it had Elijah Wood, the actor, in it. And it looked pretty interesting. Now, it was pushed as a VR game, but from what I'm to understand, it's actually not a VR game. Like, you can play it as a VR game, but it's not required. It's actually just a regular game you can play as well. And if that is the case, I'm very interested in checking that game out next week. All right? So next week could be a crazy balance between Dragon Quest, Spider-Man, Transference, and the Black Ops 4 beta. All right, pretty crazy, right? We'll see how it goes. Again, I have to confirm because I don't think there's even confirmation that this stuff is happening yet. So we'll see. But then later on in the week, we've got Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And depending on how things are going, if things are really great with Spider-Man and everything, then I'll just keep doing that. But if things are slowing down, people are like, man, we want something new, then maybe I'll play Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I'm not sure yet. So next week is really living up to be a crazy-ass big week of new release content and variety, all right? And I thought it was going to be a dead week. Instead, it's the complete polar opposite here. So, pretty awesome, all right? So I hope you guys will, join me for all of my streams and everything next week. It's going to be a lot of fun, okay? Okay. Now, let's continue. What else is going on? Well, guys, you may have noticed a startling change here. Yes, if you guys have not seen, maybe you weren't around last night and you don't follow me on social media or you didn't check my Twitter. We've hit over 100. We've hit over 1,000 subs here on my Twitch channel. And you might say, "What the fuck? What? How do I?" Right? Because the last time, if you guys didn't know, the last time you probably checked, I was around 500. Okay, and you might be saying, "What the fuck is going on?" Well, it's because we had a very generous person. His name is Tutankhamun. As you guys know, he did some very generous cheering last month, and he's been tipping me from time to time very generously. Well, last night, he dropped into the Dark Souls 3 stream and decided to gift 500 subscriptions. And Twitch staff was actually here for it, and we're watching, and basically said, well, carry on, good stuff. So things are, we're very well. We're very well. Anyone who was here last night basically got a sub, okay? So that's why you see so many people here tonight or today who have subscriptions to the channel. I mean, 500 gifted subscriptions. Now, cool thing is that, number one, this is September, and apparently, from what I'm to understand, those gifted subs apparently will be able to be renewed for only $1. I'm not sure about that. I'm not 100%. I still don't understand how it works, and I haven't gotten any email or anything from Twitch explaining the system yet. But apparently, yeah, sometime in September, they're going to launch this September campaign where gifted subs can be renewed for only $1 or something. Okay. So I guess we'll see, how this goes. Here's the deal. All right. Here's the deal. I don't know if any of these people who were gifted subs are going to renew. That's the bottom line. What I'm hoping is that maybe over the next month with Spider-Man and the other fun new playthroughs that I'll be doing, some people will like being a sub and say, man, this has really been awesome being a sub this last month. Maybe I'll re-sub. Do I honestly think that in early October I'm going to retain 1,000 subscribers? Of course I don't. We're probably going to dip down to about 400 or 500 like I always have, okay? But what I'm hoping is that having this cool positivity in the chat, people being able to use the emotes, especially these new Spider-Man emotes that just were released, people will be excited, and maybe it will convince some people to continuously be a sub, and it'll actually start some natural growth to the channel. So even though a lot of people say, oh, it's artificial growth or whatever, it's definitely still positivity and growth. And I do want to say thank you very much to Tutankhamun for that. It's very much appreciated. And by the way, thank you to all 500 plus of you who are subs outside of the 500 that were gifted last night. You guys obviously are very much appreciated as well, okay? So, very nice. And it was, Lord Lamb says, what was it? It was stream viewers. It was people who were on the stream, because we had around between 400 or 500 people on the stream. And basically he just kept gifting. And I guess what it does is it gifts to the viewers. And then I guess what it does, it looks for frequent viewers who weren't here. Because some people weren't even live on the stream, but they're frequent viewers of mine. And they got gifted subs too. Someone actually tweeted me about that. He was like, yeah, I wasn't even on the stream, but I got a notification that I was gifted a sub. And I came back and I was subscribed. So it's pretty awesome. All right. Thank you guys for all the support. Now, one thing I have to say up front. I have to lay down the law here, guys. All right. I want you to understand something. Just because you have gotten a gifted sub does not make you immune to the rules. Everyone in this chat must abide by the rules. So I strongly, strongly recommend, if you're a gifted sub and you don't even know what the rules are, that you look below my stream right now. They are publicly listed there on the panel of information. Definitely read up on them, because they will be enforced. We do have moderators here, And I don't want people to get this impression now, oh, I got a gifted sub, that means it's just fucking, you know, open season, I'm doing whatever I want, and I'm going to say ridiculous, insulting things, and bring in drama to the stream chat, and I'm going to start fights and everything. No, that's not going to be abided by. We're just not going to put up with that, all right? So just understand that, all right? You got to know what's going on, and you got to pay attention to the rules, okay? Please, pay attention, and please abide by the rules. The whole point here is that we're trying to get a stream that's a chill place, a positive place, a fun place for people to hang out and feel like when you're watching my streams that it's a cool place to just chill and enjoy gaming and interact with me and other stream chatters and not feel like you're going to get attacked or there's going to be controversial topics and drama in here. You know what I mean? So you got to abide by the rules, guys. I mean, welcome to those who did get the gifted subs. I'm very excited you guys can be here and use those subs and use the emotes and get all those benefits, but you gotta abide by the rules, all right? Just saying that up front. There you go. And Orion Rogue said it best. If you didn't know, now you know. There you go. You're right. If you didn't know, now you know. You're being served a notice, okay? Okay. All right, guys. So, that's really it. What I'm going to do now is do the plug segment. And then we're going to do shout-outs for those who have contributed so far on stream today. And then we're going to get into Battlefield 5 Beta and see what it's all about, okay? So, thank you guys so much. This, if you're not aware, guys, this is my 10th anniversary as a content creator. It was 10 years ago that I was sitting around in my parents' house at that time. I didn't even have my own place yet. And I was bored as hell. And I was playing Star Wars The Force Unleashed. And I got to a segment in the game that was really, really annoying and shitty, and I said, I'm just going to grab my fucking digital camera that's been sitting around for ages and I never use. I'm going to point it at my TV. I'm going to make a random video with commentary over it. And the rest is history. I recorded it. I uploaded it. Then I played games like Mercenaries 2 and Dead Space. And then I went ahead and played Fable 2 and many other games in that same style. And it just got virally popular on YouTube. Someone who is just a Joe Nobody, just an average gamer, playing games, doing live commentary, irreverent style commentary, having fun, oftentimes not taking it seriously. And here we are 10 years later. A 10-year legacy of me creating content for you guys daily on the internet. I love it. I want to say thank you for 10 years. All right. Thank you guys for watching for 10 years who've been around. And thank you to people who haven't been around that long. Whatever you jumped on, I do appreciate your viewership. I certainly would not be here without you guys, okay? So thank you for all of that. That being said, if you would like to go be above and beyond just being a standard stream viewer or video watcher and help ensure that I can keep doing this, right? Another 10 years, right? That'd be pretty awesome. There are many ways that you can support. All right, let's talk about a few of those. The first would be you can check out my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil, where your monthly pledges will allow you to get some really awesome perks. For example, this month, if you pledge $5 or more to my Patreon, due to the fact that we hit all the sub goals for the month, you're going to be able to nominate and vote on horror-themed video games for a Halloween horror marathon, and you're going to be able to vote on the category of what kind of Halloween costume I'm going to be getting for this marathon. Okay, so two really big things you're going to have control over being a patron if you pledge to my Patreon this month. So please check it out. Patreon.com/darksidephil. There's many other perks you can get for pledging, but that's, in my opinion, the best one right now. Okay, so please give it a look. Patreon.com/darksidephil. And thanks to everyone already who is a patron of mine. Number two, my Teespring shop, which just launched the 10th anniversary line of DSP merchandise. So in commemoration of my 10 years as a content creator, we got all kinds of cool things, shirts and stickers and sweatshirts and all kinds of stuff. Give it a look. Anything you buy from my Teespring shop helps me out. Thank you guys very much to anyone who has actually checked it out and bought something, all right? But in particular, if you're here live on today's stream, okay, if you're here live on today's stream and you would like to get some interaction with me, maybe like a shout out, right, from me on stream. If you cheer, sub, or tip during today's stream, I will give you said shout out, all right? Now keep in mind, Battlefield 5 Beta probably going to be pretty competitive. I may not immediately be able to give you a shout out every single moment, especially if I'm in a heated battle, but I will do my absolute best to give you a pertinent shout out. However, please abide by the criteria, the general criteria that we have, which is number one, please be as concise as possible. If you do me a giant paragraph, I'm probably not going to read it on stream. Number two, please be positive. Bring in, a good vibe, a positive vibe. We're not trying to bring drama or negativity. No insults to myself, or other streamers, or other stream chatters. No drama. We don't care about detractors and shit like that on the stream. Don't bring up controversial topics like politics or religion. These are all things that are not going to be brought up or discussed on this stream. The bottom line is, the stream is mine, and it's subjective what I read on it. Therefore, please understand that I may not be able to read every single thing, but I will do my best. And in general, the streams end up being very positive and fun for everyone. So thank you to anyone who does contribute and anyone who tries to get a shout out. Now, if you would like to go a step further and get animation, and a nice thank you animation to play on the stream, you can do that if you either cheer 50 bits or more in a single cheer. You can You can tip me $5 or more in a single tip. Or if you wait after subscribing to the channel, there's a share button that should pop up. If you click on that share button, all right, any of those three things, you'll get a fun on-screen thank you animation to play as well, all right? If you take a look at the top of the screen, guys, we got the stream stats leaderboard in effect. I will periodically be updating this during the course of today's stream. And so, yeah, we have the running tally of subs, which is currently over 1,000. I don't know how long it will be, but we're going to have top cheerer and top tipper that will be called out up there. And so you'll get constant credit for your contribution if you are the top cheerer or top tipper for the day, okay? So, it's a great way to get recognition, right? Subbing to the channel not only gives you awesome benefits like access to all of the new emotes, the Spider-Man emotes, right, for the Spider-Man playthrough, but it also makes it so that you do not have to watch advertisements when I run them, and you get a cool Chat Crown loyalty badge. So, many benefits to subscribing to the channel. Please consider subbing. But last but not least, guys, and this is kind of important, so please listen up, especially because many of you are here probably for the first time today because of all the hype around the gifted subs and everything. You want to see if it was true, right? Right now, I'm kind of in a tight situation. Reason being is in the month of July, when I left my partnership on YouTube, Google took it upon themselves to erroneously flag my YouTube channel, DSPGaming, for basically not being able to have advertisements anymore. And it took 3 weeks for them to stop dragging their feet and fix their own internal error. That being said, I didn't make any money for 3 weeks on YouTube, and I rely on that money to pay my bills. Sadly, I would usually get that payment around the 10th of the month. This month, I'm not getting anything, okay? So I'm very nervous, reason being, all my bills are coming due. A lot of them have already cleared, and I'm expecting, that this payment's coming, and it's not going to come this month. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough money to clear all my bills, and it's not my fault. And it's not your fault. It's YouTube's and Google's own fucking fault for having this stupid internal error. The good news is I am getting a payment, a very large payment from Twitch around the 15th of this month. And that should make up for it, because July was one of my best streaming months ever here on Twitch. The problem is I got to get to the 15th without bills being unpaid and overdrawing on my bank account. So if you want to help me out the most right now, the best way you could contribute right now would be to tip me, okay? If you could tip me, it would be greatly appreciated, because tipping me, I get those funds right away, and I will promise you those are going straight to bills. In the past week, I've taken all the tips that I've gotten from the past, 2 weeks and put them all to the bank account to pay the current bills, all right? So please consider tipping me. It helps me out the most right now. How do you tip? There's 2 ways, all right? Number one, if you look below my stream right now, there's a button that says tip jar. If you click on that button, it'll take you to my PayPal tips page. You can either leave an anonymous tip or you can leave your name in a message. All right. That'll help. Or if you don't see that button, if you type !tip into the stream chat, all right, that will bring you to my PayPal tips page where you can leave a tip. Both ways help tremendously, guys. So please, today, if you like the content, you like what I'm putting out there, you want to see this continue, you love everything, please consider tipping. It helps me out in the short term. Hopefully, after I get this Twitch payment this month, it won't be that big of a deal anymore. That's the thing. People are like, but you got 500 gifted subs last night. You're right. And I won't see any benefit from those subs till November. So it doesn't help me now. You know what I mean? That's what sucks. I got to get over this road bump now so we can get to November and things will be better. Okay? So please consider tipping. All right, guys? All right. Thank you very much. So that's it for the plugs. Now let's jump into the shout-outs. All right? The shout-outs where I'm going to give credit to those who have contributed today on stream. and those who actually contributed overnight as well. So let's go ahead and get to that. So first of all, thank you to those who did contribute overnight. It's pretty awesome that there are people who keep me in mind when I'm not even live broadcasting, and we have a few people today. We've got Infinite55, who did a 300-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Infinite. We've got the Honest Troll, who cheers and congrats on 1,000 subs. I know it wasn't planned. Do you have any ideas of what you'll do as a sub goal? I personally still think you should dye your hair a neon color. We're not doing that. The 3 sub goals for the month were as follows. Number 1, I'm doing a Halloween horror marathon of games. Number 2, I'm dressing up for that marathon. Number 3, I'm going to decorate my office with Halloween decorations for the Halloween celebration and probably for a week or 2 before then as well. And number 4, I'm going to try to do something special. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I have to see. Basically, there's going to be Halloween stores that will be opening up in my area very soon. And I'm going to go out there and see what kind of stuff they've got and see if I can do something special in particular for the Halloween stream, okay? So those are the sub goals. We've hit them all. There are no other sub goals for the month. That's enough for me to have to work out and plan. Keep in mind, there's many events coming up, including my 10th anniversary retrospective event, a Patron's Choice event, an Indies Marathon, and then this Halloween event. I don't have time to be doing other goals, all right? So that is the deal. Shout out to Schofield Lord, who subscribed to the channel overnight. Shout out to Schofield Lord, and thank you for that. Now, let's get the people who have contributed today, during today's live stream. We start off with Shambroy, who subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Shambroy, for the sub. And we also have the Spicoli, who have resubbed. He's resubbed for the 10th month in a row. And he said, oh, yeah. Shout out to the Spicoli in particular because he hasn't been around for a while, but he used to be a very frequent stream viewer. He just basically said that, you know, he's been very busy with work, which is fine. But good to see you back. And then, wow, and then the Spicoli did a 900-bit cheer and said, hola, Phil, glad to be back. Well, thank you, Spicoli. You are currently the top cheerer for today, so let's get you up on the leaderboard. Thank you very much for your contribution. Appreciate that. All right, let's continue on. A bumbling black man cheer says you should make a cake for Kat for her B-day. Listen, I'm the last person you want baking anything in the kitchen, all right? I'll probably burn down the house, but we are going to probably get her something tonight. We have no idea what yet. We're going to see what, like, the local bakeries have. Maybe get a nice small thing for the two of us to celebrate. He cheered again. He says, I noticed you changed the camera angle of your stream. Was it for a special occasion? Will you ever try that again? I don't know what you're talking about. The only time that I change camera angles is if I have to play something on PC, and so I have to move the camera to the PC. So that may be what you're talking about. So if I play PC games, yeah, you see that angle where it looks like I'm sitting in front of my computer because I am. But in most streams, I'm over here sitting on my love seat, you know, staring at the television for the console gaming, okay? The Guardian has resubbed for the 13th month in a row, and he says, 1,000 sub hype. I'm sad I missed it. Happy you got them. Have a good one, Phil. Thank you very much to the Guardian for the resub and for that nice sentiment. I appreciate that, okay? Easy Bet or Easy Beat. I'm not sure how to pronounce this name, but they tipped me $2 and says, Phil, I love the stream. I have a question. Do you ever get lonely? Do you feel like you have many friends, and would you consider stream watchers to be friends of some kind? I feel that way sometimes, and I feel like a friend when I watch you. Let me put it this way. It's a very different relationship than an in-person friendship because guess what? I don't see you guys, you know, in person. What we have is a relationship where we all love gaming. We have a common interest. You guys love to watch me play games, and I love to share those live gameplay experiences with you guys every single day. Is that a friendship? Yeah, of a sort it is. Is it a close personal friendship? No, of course it's not. But at least we have mutual respect for each other, right? I'm very appreciative of the contributions you guys throw in to make sure that I can still do this on a daily basis, and you guys appreciate the fact that I put out so much content, right? So much fun, entertaining content on a daily basis. But no, would I say, are my stream viewers my close personal friends? No, obviously not. But I do, you know, I hold you guys in a high regard, just like you guys hold me in a high regard, right? And I love hearing your stories. I love hearing about your lives, and people share stuff like, oh, I got a new job, or I moved, or, you know, and stuff like that. And even at your lowest times, well, I got sick and something bad happened, but, you know, I watched your stream and it cheered me up. I love hearing all of that. I love that personal interaction that we get. And I can't have it on a close personal level with everyone. I just can't. It's not possible. All right. But I do appreciate everything that you guys, you know, share all the time. It is really awesome. And, you know, when I get a story like, man, you know, Phil, I had a bad day and you keep me going with your positive, fun streaming, that makes me feel great. It makes me feel like I have worth and that what I do is actually means something other than just some asshole playing games on the internet, right? It means something more than that. And that's really one of the motivating factors that's kept me doing this over the 10 years I've done it, through the ups and downs. Having that positive interaction with you guys is the reason why I keep doing it, and I put up with it, you know? I could have given up many times and went out and just threw in the towel and said, I'll just try to get a normal job or do a normal thing. And, you know, what I do is certainly not normal. And I'm appreciative that every day I get to do this for a living, you know, but I persevere when we get through everything together, it seems, because of, you know, your support and my dedication and that kind of relationship that we have, all right? So thank you, Easy Beat or Bet. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Weird. For me, it's an odd spelling anyway. But let me get you up here on the leaderboard. Thank you for that $2 tip. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Let's continue. Shout out to the Honest Troll. He says, would you consider a Get That Ass band or generic band emote? I presume you've unlocked a ton of emote spaces now. That's a good point. So, guys, you may not realize this. Even though, you know, I have over 1,000 subs, and most of those, or not most, but about half of those are gifted. The positive impact is that it permanently has unlocked new emote slots for us. So I believe there's 3 new emote slots. Don't quote me on that because I haven't looked yet, but I believe we've unlocked 3 new emote slots permanently for the channel. And what I would like to do is throw this out to you guys, the viewers. What would you guys like to see as new emotes? What kind of emotes do you want? Because we're listening, okay? Like, whatever you guys want, we consider doing. But the one thing I would say is I don't want negative emotes. So I don't want an emote that has to do with being banned or anything like that. You know, that's negative reinforcement. We don't want that. You know, you want something silly or fun that relates to me, a meme of something that I do all the time, or me as a character or stuff like that. That's okay, but not just a negative reinforcement. I would never want that kind of an emote in the chat, okay? Stinkin' Burrows asks, can we create our own emotes and submit them somewhere? Yes, if you go to my website, thekingofhate.com, on the forums, there's already a thread in that general section. It says fan art, and that's a thread where people post up fan art for the pre-streams. They post up emotes. They post up templates. That would be the place for you to post them up, okay? And if you actually look there, you'll actually see there are people who have posted up emotes in the past, and you'll see the resolutions and everything you need to do with them, okay? Okay. Shout out to a bumbling black man. And he cheers and said, I heard some viewers found your Dragon Quest stream less entertaining than a farm animal in a bikini. Well, that's because some people don't like JRPGs. I'll say it again. If you don't like JRPGs, it's not your thing, you probably shouldn't show up to the Dragon Quest streams because it's slow-moving, it's slow-paced, it's turn-based combat, it's a lot of story development, it's not super fast-paced action, nor is it very exciting. But for those who like more chill streams, you do like a fleshed-out story, you'll want to see gameplay that evolves over time as I get new party members, new abilities, you want to see new beautiful locations. One of the highlights of that game for me is the graphics are outstanding. I'm really loving the visuals of the game, okay? Then you're going to want to come to my Dragon Quest XI streams, right? But that's why I do a variety of stuff. As a variety streamer who doesn't tie myself down, I don't tie myself down to just playing first-person shooters. I don't tie myself down to just playing fighting games. I don't tie myself down to just playing MOBAs, right? Instead, I play a wide variety of stuff. So today I'm playing Battlefield. Tomorrow I'm playing Spider-Man. Monday I'm playing Dragon Quest and Dark Souls. Tuesday I'm playing something different. And that's the thing. You can come by every day and see something new and refreshing and fun and not have to worry about, oh man, Phil's doing something boring and now I have to leave for 2 weeks until he's done with it, right? So there you go. That's the deal. If you don't like Dragon Quest, you don't like JRPGs, wait an hour and see what I'm playing next, and it'll be something different that you might enjoy. Fair enough? Okay. Okay. Shout out to Knows Nobody, who did a 100-bit cheer. He says, do you think The Witcher 3 was overrated? There's things that I absolutely loved about The Witcher 3 and some things I didn't like. The things that I loved was the graphics, the story, the fact that the side content of the game felt like it was worked on and cared about as much as the main content. I mean, some of the side missions of the game actually felt like they were part of the main plot when they really weren't. They were just optional content. You can tell that CD Projekt Red really cared about the game to the point where they put so much detail in the universe, right, that it feels like an amazing experience, a very immersive experience. But I was very critical of the combat engine. I felt that the combat was kind of primitive and clunky, and that there had been other games that had done combat way better than Witcher 3, and that almost the combat was the worst thing that kind of held the game back, that if it had been better, that the game actually would have been an even better experience. But overall, I loved The Witcher 3. Even though I didn't necessarily love the combat, I still had so much fun playing it and experiencing it. That is definitely one of my favorite RPGs of, the modern era that I've played. So, was it overrated? If for people who literally kiss the game's ass and fail to admit that the game had any kind of shortcomings or flaws, then yeah, it's overrated. But for most of us who just played it and enjoyed it at face value for what it was, no, I don't think it was overrated. I think it was a great game. YOLO Dopper cheered, and he says, now that you have reached 1,000 subs for the first time, will you do something special for Christmas? What on earth does hitting 1,000 subs in September have to do with Christmas? I have no idea what you're talking about, YOLO Dopper. I already have a few plans of things that maybe I can do for Christmas. Alright, so I'll let you know when we get closer to Christmas. But for now, let's leave Christmas ahead. We've got to focus on the present, and then we got to focus on Halloween. We got other things to get to before we go to freaking Christmas. Gamma Relay cheered and said, I would like... Hold on a second here. Just had to ban a troll who'd been nasty to me for weeks and for some reason still wasn't banned. He said, I would like an Akuma emote fill, or an Akuma fill emote and a ban emote. Dragon Quest was great. Well, if you're not aware, there is an Akuma emote, but it is the tier 3 emote. It's funny because in Street Fighter V, I've been playing with Akuma, and not a lot of people have had access to the emote because it's the tier 3 sub emote, meaning you have to do the highest level of subscription in order to get it. In fact, I'm going to use it right now. There it is. There's the DSP Akuma emote. I just put it into stream chat. It's really good. It's a really good emote. And it's hilarious that I'm playing with Akuma in Street Fighter V, and then I've got an emote of it. But most people have never seen it because there's not a lot of tier 3 subs, alright? So if you want to get access to that emote, you have to do a tier 3 subscription. Okay, guys? As for a ban emote, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. It's a negative emote, and I don't want negative reinforcement, okay? And Gamer Relay did say Dragon Quest was great, by the way. Yeah, I agree. See, it all depends. It all depends on what you like. And if you like turn-based JRPG-style combat and gameplay and exploration and story fleshing out like that, you're going to love it. It's basically Dragon Quest XI is like the epitome of what the turn-based RPG can do, at least from what I've seen. I'm now about 8 hours in. I don't know how much harder the game will get moving on. I would say the other game that was the same as that was Lost Odyssey. But Lost Odyssey was very difficult, and that was last console gen. It was a great game, but it was a very, very difficult game engine. Like, the combat could be grueling at times, and the game actually required a significant amount of grinding in order to get through certain segments. It doesn't look like Dragon Quest is going to require much, if any, grinding. But we'll see as we progress on. But I love it, all right? I love it. I love Dragon Quest XI. I can't wait for more of it next week, okay? All right, so let's check on a few things, guys. First of all, where are we sub count? We're all the way up to 1,011 subs. That is amazing. Thank you guys for that. 1,011 subs. Very much appreciated. Thank you guys for that. What I want to do is a few things. All right, I want to do the top 10 cheer contributors for the week. I want to read them off and give them some credit, all right? So shout out to the top 10 cheer contributors for the week. In 10th place, we got RFHC5. In 9th place, the Spicoli. In 8th place, Quack. In 7th place, your boy Jermaine. In 6th place, Mitch RV Guy. In 5th place, DJ Runo. 4th place goes to Beware of Bob. 3rd place is Akaitsuki Red. 2nd place is Infinite. And in 1st place for this week, Creepy Spaghetti. All right, very nice. Thank you guys very much for your contributions. All right. And, ladies and gentlemen, and one final thing, and then we'll get started with Battlefield 5. I want to give credit where credit is due to the current patrons, people who pledged to my Patreon in the month of August. I want to give them credit, so I'm going to do the credits roll for them. By the way, while I'm doing that, I'm going to use the restroom quickly because it takes about 2 minutes to run the credits roll. So it gives me enough time to use the bathroom and come back and not have to have a break, all right? So Shout out and thank you to the following patrons for the month of August. I'll be right back, and then we will start up with Battlefield. Here we go. All right, everybody. Sorry, I was, like I said, finishing up in the bathroom. All right, that's it. Let's end the pre-stream, guys. And let's begin with the Battlefield 5 beta. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what it's all about. Sound good? All right, guys, let's begin. Here we go.